Hello, my name is Ilya and I would like to present my Ambrosus dApp idea, EasySafe. I'm a student and right now we are covering the case of Brexit where the UK is very likely to negotiate free trade agreements with the EU, but also with all other countries that it wants to export to. And what this means is basically a total change of regulations for exporters. So for companies that are producing in the UK and want to export their goods to other countries. And what will have to be also basically analyzed is the check of origin, because there is a possibility that there will be goods coming into the EU from other countries through the UK. Well, right now, importing to the EU is very complicated as there are a lot of documents and checks needed, but even on-site visits by EU regulators to countries, to other countries. Based on the origin of the good, there are different duty rates, trade agreements, sanctions, and quotas. But it can be very complicated and time-demanding sometimes to determine the origin of the good, as different part of it can be assembled in different countries. And this is not only the case with Brexit and the EU, but in general with all countries all over the world which import and export. In some countries, there is even corruption happening at the border, which means that the good is coming in without being checked for safety. And I really see that Ambrosus is the solution here. In the Ambrosus dApp, there will be included everything that is needed, and it will be highly customizable. For example, on the right, you can see a dApp for the exporters. On the top, it will be just a quick yes or no, whether the good is compliant with the regulations. And below that, you can see 4 blocks, which are represented by A, B, C, D, which is basically all the information needed for the exporters, such as temperature, but also storage. And of course, there can be more blocks as you can just scroll down. The dApp will be connected to the database provided by the regulators, and it will be automatically updated if the database is updated too, which means that the exporters will not need to manually check for any updates or worry that something changed without them knowing. There will be also documents on the bottom that need to be uploaded, and licenses, but also the map so you can track the good. There will be different levels of the dApp, which is enabled by the proof of authority framework, which enables to divide public and private data. And the same dApp will be used by exporters, officials, and consumers. Exporters will have everything that is monitored. It will be an easy overview of what needs to be improved in order to comply with the regulations, but also it will be easy to see if some equipment is damaged by, for example, seeing that the temperature is lower in one box. There will be also all documents and licenses that are needed to be uploaded. Officials will basically scan the barcode or connect to the sensors in any other way to identify the badge and got all the information needed, including the documents and the licenses. The benefits to these two parties are a huge reduction in time and cost involved in the process. For consumers, they will be able to see that the good is compliant with all the regulations, but will not see the private data and documents, which is good for exporters and officials. The benefit to them is that they're assured that the good is safe, that there was no corruption at the border. However, they also have access to the main information, such as country of origin, if interested. The deponomics are very easy. Basically, the exporters will need to purchase the Ember token to put data on the AMBNet blockchain, such as data from tracers and sensors, attributes of where the good was produced, and digitized documents and licenses. The officials need to read and take data from the AMBNet, so they will purchase the Ember token to access the functionality of the network. For consumers, the dApp will be free, as there is more incentive for companies and officials to show that they're really transparent and compliant. Well, I really see a lot of potential for EasySafe, as for example in the case of Brexit and the EU that is going on right now, as it is very probable that FTAs will be set up with new and different regulations. However, also for other companies that need to do the check of origin, such as Switzerland and Norway, or other countries that have a unique model, the dApp will be very useful as it speeds up the process by a lot. For countries where there is corruption and corruption that wants to be eliminated, the dApp will be very useful as well, as it is fully transparent and the information cannot be changed as it is stored in the blockchain. Well, I see that the world is moving to a more efficient and transparent place, and I really believe that EasySafe will be a great addition. Thank you.